I request everyone to switch off your mobile phones and maintain decorum throughout the ceremony. Good morning and a very warm welcome to invited guests, faculty members, and our dear students. We welcome you to the Convocation ceremony of Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Mumbai campus and School of Commerce, Dhule campus, here at SVKM's NMIMS, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Mumbai. Today marks an important day of your life journey, your degree and your graduation. We now commence the eagerly awaited part of the ceremony, the presentation of the degree scrolls. I request the audience to kindly rise to welcome our dignitaries on stage. I request the Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, NMIMS, Dr. Sharad Maheskar, and Dean, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to kindly do the honors. I request Dr. Sunny Oswal, Associate Dean, NMIMS ASM SOC, to take charge of the proceedings.
Good morning to all. Dear Sir, I present before you those who are declared successful for the award of MSc Finance degree who have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request our PVC, Dr. Maheskar, to kindly hand over the degrees. I request our Dean, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to please join him. We start with Aditya Sangvi, Ajay, Amita Tulshikar, Anmol Sharma, Anushka Sansare, Aranesh Patel, Charmi Vekaria, Chinmay Parab, Ishit Sharma, Haniksha Kundu, Jenny Mehta, Janvi Kesaria, Mahima Kundu, Medvi Verma, Ritesh Shetty, Rutu Vyas, Shivang Bhatt, Shivangi Chandak, Simran Furtado, Urja Modi, and Vinit Mehta. We move on to the BBA program, Division A, starting with Aryan Agarwal, बोला Aryan Agarwal, are you here? Ashita Gupte, Aditya Rai, Anushka Vemu, Aryaman Anand, Aryan Rastogi, Aryan Shah, Aryan Herde, Devansh Gugnani, Devarsh Shah, Divyansh Bhansali, Gaurav Kimti, Kavi Anand, Keenan Menezes, Khushi Agarwal, Mahika Patil, Manan Sangal, Mohammad Ziad Khan, Naitik Rambia, Nidhi Nair, Pranav Lahoti, Rehan Shah, Rewa Junjunwala, Riya Kansal, Saksham Mittal, Sakshi Parekh, Samarth Madan, Shruti Salastekar, Sham Narayanan, Sid Jain, सोनिका मेहारिया, त्रिशा जैन, वैभव अग्रवाल, विभोर जैन, रुशांक मल्होत्रा, यशवी जैन, युव गांधी, जील जैन, हर्षिल कोठारी,
ये नाम पढ़ो।
हर्षिल कोठारी, and आदर्श कटारिया।
ये नहीं आया।
We move on to Division B, starting with Adit Pillai, Ahan Kothari, Arya Pal, आशका ठाकर, आदिराज जैन, आदित्य पाटिल, अर्नव शर्मा, आर्यन अग्रवाल, आर्यन नाकरानी, आर्यन शाह, अथर्व कामली, अवनी डिडवानिया, भव्य दोषी, देव शाह, जय देसाई, इशिता जैन, गौतम सिंह, हंसिका, हिमांश कानवल, हितवी शाह, जानवी माथुर, कार्तिक अग्रवाल, कशिश गर्ग, खुश शाह, लक्ष्य अग्रवाल, मानव शाह, माया हतंगड़ी, Mustafa Ankaleshwarya, Nemish Dugar, Nishit Agarwal, Nishi Siroya, Pranav Jain, Pratham Bhandari, Sahil Patel, Sayansh Chawla, Saksham Sodhi, Samarth Jain, Sargun Bhatia, Siddharth Chaudhary, Soham Chavda, Tanisha Jain, Tanmay Gupta, Tanushri Sarda, Tanveer Singh, Vansh Gupta, Varun Badrinarayan, Vishal Raghuram, Vansh Vora, and Siddharth Nair. I request Dr. Yogesh Funde to take over, please.
Thank you, Sanisa. We now move on to Division TYBBA Division C. Adya Sawani, Ayush Charania, Aditi Deshmukh, Advait Acharya, Ameya Gupta, Ananya Kapoor, Aniruddha Rao, Anish Sangvi, Anushka Sangvi, Devansh Haria, Dhruv Mehta, Divit Chabra, Ganeeb Kaur Sethi, Harshvardhan Mittal, ईशानी चौधरी, जनम शाह, काव्या अरोरा, खुशी गुप्ता, कुंज अग्रवाल, मानव जैन, मयांकिता सिंह, मितान शाह, परिधि बंसल, पार्थ गुप्ता, प्रथम जैन, पुष्टि वखारिया, सक्षम थापर, सलोनी पारेख, श्वेनी पुजारी, वो आने तो चाहिए, सृजना सिंधु, सुकृति पाठक, तनय कोठारे, तन्वी रावतानी, तुषार सेठिया, वंश बजाज, वंशिका बियानी, विक्रमादित्य जैन, दिशा अग्रवाल, देवांग मेहता, समय सेठिया, समय सेठिया. We are moving on to Division D now. आकांक्षा महाजन, अभिन्न शर्मा, अक्षत बलोतिया, अनन्यो मुसुदी, अंकिता पानीग्राही, अनमोल अरोरा, अंश आनंद, अर्जुन पसारी, भाव्या जैन, भाव्या दोंडा, ध्रुवेन जोशी, दिवाम नांगिया, दिव्यांगना जैन, हर्षिल जसानी, जानवी रेड्डी, कृष्ण शर्मा, मानक गुगनानी, मनन देडिया, मान्या चोपड़ा, मोहित तोतला, प्रथम पत्नी, प्रियान सिंगल, सारांश अग्रवाल, सौम्या जैन, श्रेया, सिद्धांत वासुदेवा, स्मयन विष्णोई, तनवीर राज सिंह, टिया भाटिया, तोषक शर्मा, वंश चोपड़ा, वंशिका गुप्ता, वंशिका लुत्रा, वत्सल अग्रवाल, विजय राठौर, यशस्वी अग्रवाल, युवराज सिंह ठाकुर, देवयानी गुप्ता, खुशी जैन, सोनिया मेहता, प्रदत्त रमेश, दिव्यांग सालूजा, वंशिका गुप्ता and Yuvraj Singh Thakur. We now moving on to Division E. Arya Agarwal, Ayush Surani, Aman Kejriwal, अरिया शाह, अर्जव बेनारा, FGH, अर्पित बाफना, आर्या पुण्यार्थी, भुवनेश्वरी राठौड़, दानिश मर्चेंट, ध्रुति ठाकेर, ध्रुविन सांगवे, दिव्यांशु शर्मा, गाथा गांगर, हर्ष भरत, हर्षवर्धन शर्मा, जानवी शाह, कार्तिक गुप्ता, खुशी चौधरी, कुशाग्र शंकर, महक अग्रवाल, मनहर भसीन, मेहुल कंसाल, मिलिंद सुराना, प्रखर सिंगला, प्रवर जैन, प्रेरणा साबू, रचित अग्रवाल, राहुल भाकर, ऋषि अग्रवाल, शैशिर कोता, शुभम सहगल, सुहानी जैन, तीर्थ जैन, वेदांत डुगर, विनीत नायर, विविध जैन, यश मुनोत,
सर E31 बोलो ना, E31 and E42, E31,
मिहिका गोयल, शैन संघवी, I request Dr. Akshay Damani to take over the proceedings. Thank you.
Hello. Now we, guys, please remain quiet. Now we start with BBAF. Ahana, Albert. Guys, please remain quiet. Adesh, Jain. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Aditya. Aishwarya Deshmukh. Batul Soni. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Vedanta. Bhumika. Daivik Dhar. Dharti Raghuvanshi. Dviti Gala. Dylan Kacheria. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Drishti Agarwal. Dron Sharma. Ira Bahedi. Harshil Jain. Harshil. Hiya Vasa. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Hiya Nainani. Ishan. Kaustubh Maheshwari. Khushi Magnani. Kunal Gupta. Mahi Paleja. Mehtab Sandhu. Manav Shah. Manav. Mihika Sharma. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Moiz Mamaji Wala. Moksha Tadeshwar. Nihal. Prakash Saxena. Rahul Jawar. Rakesh. Ritika Iyer. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Ritu Sharma. Others, please settle down. Romit Bose. Ruchi Surya. Sagar Bohra. Saksham Bansal. Samriddhi. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. शौर्य सहनी, शिवांगी महेंकर, श्लोका शाह, श्रेष्ठ विज, सृष्टि सहानी, सृष्टि सहानी, उद्भव परमार, वंश गुप्ता, यश नेरुरकर, यश नेरुरकर, यश जैन, यशस्वी श्रीवास्तव, कल्प वदेचा, now moving on to G division. Shubhang, Vishesh, now moving on to G division. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Now moving on to G division, Aryan Daga, Aditi. Guys, give them a round of applause. Akanksha Kumar, Anyadye Agarwal, Apritam Kejriwal, Aryan Chaudhary, Aryaman Singh, Chaitanya Nagpal, Chaitanya Nagpal, Dhyan Shah, Dhyan Shah, Isha Pasari, Ishan. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Gautami Kadam, Henil Sangvi, Hitarth Magia, Isha Jutani, Jay Makhija, Jivitesh, Karina Sethia, Krupa Bhatt, Lakshita Gandhi, Manasi Vedya, Man Shah, Mayank Khilan, Mayank, Mansha na? Go. Mayank Khilan, Mihika Kumar, Muskan Kalra, Mansha Kalra, नैना सैनी, नवकार लालवानी, नीलम चौधरी, guys give them a round of applause please. Prachi, Pratham Kenya, Rishi Chandak, Rishita Agarwal, Ronit, guys give them a round of applause please. Ronit, Samarth Agarwal, Sanchi, guys keep your hands moving, give them a round of applause. Sanskriti Jain, Sanyam Jain, Sayam Nandu, Shreya Nair, Siddharth Agrawal, Siddharth Anand, Simar Rajpal, Shrishti Garg, Suhani Sharma, Vaishvi Kapadia, Vanshika Mistry, Varun Podar, Yash Gupta, Yashvi Patel. Yashvi Patel. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Now moving on to H division. Okay, Radhika. Krish. Guys, give them a round of applause. Okay, guys, please maintain the decorum. Moving on to BBH, Arushi Behal, Abhishek Gupta, Anandini Tanwar, Anish Bajaj, Anmol Agarwal, Arya Kotari, Ashi, Chaitanya, Daksh Gupta, Dharmi Shah, Dhruv Jain, Ishita Parekh, Fiona Shah. Garima. Guys, give them a round of applause, please. Gaurang Goel. Hufriya, driver. Kanishka Doshi. Lavanya Keswani. Madhav Jindal. Madhav Mittal. Meet Patel. Meghna Mohan. Meghna Mohan. Mehak Dodecha. Mitanshu Mehta. Nandini Sood. Palak Jain. Ragini Daga. Reina Singhi. Riya Gupta. Riyan Jain. Richa Parekh. Rishika Agarwal. Sahil Lakmani. Samarth Shah. Sachi Gupta. Sanchita Sahani. Satkrit Garg. Satvik Mohanty. Shashwat Singh. Shobhit Bhaumik. Shruti Dodia. Shubham Agarwal. Siddhant Tiwari. Shrishti Semwal. Surbhi Agrawal. Trisha Shukla. Vanshika Singhania. Vedant Singh. Vedant Singh. Vedant Kabra. Yugam Somani. From D Division, Arnav Rastok. Manveer. D Division, Arnav Rastogi. Aryan Porwal. Raj Nagar, Shashwat Bajaj, Raj Nagar is there? Okay guys, give them a big round of applause please. Now I request Dr. Jayesh Manjekar to kindly continue the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Minu Madam. I request Dr. Sunny Oswal to join Honorable Provisee Dr. Maiskar to distribute the scroll. We move on to BCom honors now. Arya Sontakke. Aditya Rijwani. Anadita Jain. Anirudh Gopal. Ankit Sinnal. Archit Kapoor. Arnav Dansaria. Aryan Harwani. Aryan Walia. Aryan Desai. Ayush Mehta. Bhavik Dhawan. दर्शन कनकारिया. एकांश बंसल. गरिमा गुप्ता. हर्षिल गुप्ता. हिमानी मोदी. इशिका जैन. कनिशा सरवागी. क्रिश कचारिया. कृति नंदा. मानसी अग्रवाल. मानव विरमानी. मेघना जोशी. मृदुल सिंगी. नकुल मंगल. निश्चय पुरी. परिणीति सेठी. पार्थ मित्तल. प्रिया गुप्ता. रिधिमा पारिक. ऋषभ कुमार. रिया बोहरा, ऋषित गोहिल, सबरीना ब्रार, संयम गुप्ता, संजना अग्रवाल, सर्वेश गोयल, शरण्य जैन, शौर्य महाजन, श्लोका रजा, श्रेया डारक, श्रुति बिंदाल, शाइला नेगी, सिदक सिंह सलूजा, सिद्धांत गुप्ता, तरिशा अग्रवाल, तीर्थ डुगर, वंशिका अग्रवाल, वंशिका चौधरी, वरुण संघवी, यशमिता कोचर, रोल नंबर A2, आदित्य जैन, आदित्य जैन, now we move on to become honors B division. आशी भारती, आयुषी श्रॉफ, ऐश्वर्या नेगी, अंश अग्रवाल, अरुणानंद चौधरी, अनुष्का बंसल, अरहम शाह, आर्यन कुमार, आर्यन चद्दा, आर्यन सहगल, अश्विनी नरियनी, भाव्या शर्मा, भुवनेश गुप्ता, क्लैरिसा डायस, दर्श सूचक, गौरी मुत्तेमवार, हर्षित शाह, हर्षिता काबरा, इशिता गुप्ता, जिया मित्तल, काव्या गुप्ता, केशव मस्कारा, खुशी जैन, मैथिली सालवी, मनन मेहता, मेहक जैन, नाव्या सुहानी, नीलमाधव गुप्ता, निलय जैनी, प्रणव सेठिया, प्रथम साबू, राधिका चौधरी, देवा कुमार, रिद्धि सराफ, ऋषि कासल, साकेत बोलिना, सक्षम गुप्ता, संजना लोधा, शिवांग बंसल, श्रेया गुप्ता, शुलिन अग्रवाल, सिद्धांत श्रीवास्तवा, सिद्धांत मुगडिया, श्रेष्ठिका चौधरी, स्तुति खन्ना, वेदांत कारवा, विनायक चन्ना, यश अग्रवाल, now we move on to become honors division C. Akshay Dhamange, अंगरपाल सिंह चीमा, अनुषा भुजबड़, आरुष अग्रवाल, आशना जैन, बंसी करिया, भाविक जैन, भावना बजोरिया, देव गर्ग, ध्रुव गार्गव, हर्षित चौहान, हर्षिता जेटली, इशिता छाबरा, Kirat Singh. Keshav Agarwal. Krishna Mittal. Madhav Mehrotra. Mehika Juchi. Manan Agarwal. Mannat Gupta. Nidhi Kedia. Omansh Agarwal. Pranav Gupta. Pranav Batwal. Rahil Shah. Riya Marwa.
यांना जरा शांत बसायला सांगा. जरा बोला शांत बसायला. सर बोला शांत बसायला सांगा.
Keep quiet, please.
असं नाही होणार.
Students are kindly requested to maintain the decorum, please. Please settle down. Everyone, please settle down. Kindly maintain. Faculties, just please help us out. Students, please maintain the decorum.
Rishi Punamia. Rishita Lundia. Sarvesh Giriya. Shashank Jalan. Shresh Malhotra. Shreyan Saraf. Shubh Batra. Shubham Ahuja. Siddharth Kedia. Snigdha Agarwal. Tanish Khandelwal. Tanya Kokal. Vandan Ranwal. Veronica Puri.
I request students to please maintain decorum. Please settle down. Please sit on your chair. I request all students, faculty members, please tell students to sit on their chairs. Please.
Yash Kabra. Yashwardhan Rana. Zubin Vira. 19. Kaustub Raj Modi. I request Dr. Kushagra to take over the proceeding.
I want my students to behave. Please settle down. I do not want anyone to stand there. Will you all settle down? See, this is not an occasion where I should raise my voice. They're announcing from here, please settle down. What is this? Start behaving. You should not carry such memories along with you.
Thanks, Dr. Jayesh and Dr. Sunny. Now I'd request Dean Ma'am. Ma'am, you will join.
I think you heard me. Did you hear me? I don't want any noise in the auditorium. Please, stop talking. I want pin drop silence now. Go ahead.
Aditya Kanal. Adnan Godel. Akash Bansali. Ananya Mathur. Anish Wangol. Arnav Jain. Aryaman Goswami. Chahat Chadda. Chirag Agarwal. Diya Bhagnari. Dviti Ajmera. दिव्यांश पुगलिया. हर्षित नागपाल. हितांशी छेड़ा. इच्छा सराफ. कनिष्करण. करण वसा. कविशा दोषी. कृष परमार. कृष नथानी. लावण्य चौधरी. लव झाम. मोक्ष शाह. मोक्षिल मेहता. दोनों करेंगे. नबील नैनसे. नए गाला. नीशमा देसाई. पार्थ मंडपगने. राज शाह. सार्थक कानाडे. सक्षम टंडन. सम्यक शाह. शौनक केडिया. सोनाक्षी खन्ना. स्वनिका शेट्टी, तीर्थ सूरा, उदित जैन, वेदांत शेटकर, विरती शाह, यश पोद्दार, यश धैर्यवान, यथार्थ केसवानी, जीरियस दावर,
829.
माधव नवल, रोहित मूथा, division, sub division, one division is done. Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. Now requesting Dean ma'am to distribute the scrolls. Moving over to division B, Astik Dudani, Aditya Krishna, Akshat Tibrewal, Aman Sheikh, Anushka Shah, Ansh Parekh, Archit Khedekar, Aryan Mittal, Aryan Chopra, Bishan Chandok, Dev Parmar, Dheer Gada, Isha Vora, Ishan Maniar, Harshit Shah, Ishika Sheth, Janvi Nangre Patil, Kashish Gulecha, Kavya Kaushik, Krish Pillai, Kritin Pruthi, Mehak Shah, Manav Rohira, Manvi Jalan, Naman Shah, Nandini Agarwal, Nandipta Menon, Paranjay Gandoke, Piyush Agarwal, Rishi Shah, ऋषिका बिसानी, सानिया जैन, शिवम मित्तल, श्रेया अग्रवाल, स्वरांगी पटेल, वाल्मीक शाह, वंश महेश्वरी, वेदांत पावस्कर, विहा मेहता, यशवी शाह, यशवी गाला, युग व्यास, सूरज प्रकाश, सान्या डगारिया, moving over to Division C, आशना चोपड़ा, अदिति मेहता, अमन शर्मा, अमन छेड़ा, अनन्या निचानी, अंश राठौड़, अर्नब डुडेजा, अर्पण मुंद्रा, आर्यन जादव, अथर्व नायक, अवी कुमार, चिन्मय डांगी, दर्शिका शाह, दिव्या दरियानानी, दिव्यज शाह, हर्ष राका, हर्ष मेहता, हेतल प्रजापत, जय गरखेल, जॉय कपाडिया, खुशबू बलानी, ख्याति अग्रवाल, क्रिश कोटक, कृष्णम पचीसिया, कुश देसाई, मानव सरदाना, मिहिका बर्वे, मिरन दलाल, नीव्स जवेरी, निमिषा सोनी, प्रणव जैन, Pranav Sachdev, Pratham Jain, Ronit Kapadia, Sakshi Bothra, Sharan, Shubhang Gupta, Tej Patel, Trusha Dholakia, Vanshita Agarwal, Varin Bhatia, Vedant Mayani, Yajvin Daga, Yash Shah, Yash Savla, Zayan Karmali, Devansh Vora, Purav Gada. Moving over to Dhule campus, Bhumika Shinde, Pawan Shah, Saksham Sharma, Mansi Agarwal, Rohan Jain, Mohammad Mudassir Bagman. Yours is later. Sejal Sharma. Thank you.
I request all the students to be kindly seated. We'll soon be having the academic procession. I request all the faculties to kindly assemble from that exit on my left-hand side for the academic procession. All the faculties, please gather outside for the academic procession and students to remain seated. Congratulations to all of you. Faculties are requested to kindly gather outside for the procession. Thank you.
Students, you are requested to kindly maintain decorum. We are about to begin, so please keep your phones on silent and please settle down. Students, we are about to begin, so request you all to maintain decorum for your event. Everybody, please put your phones on silent and maintain decorum. We are about to begin in a minute. यासिन मुझे दिख नहीं रहा वो लाइट इतना ज़्यादा है Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession is about to enter the hall. I request you to rise and remain standing till the dignitaries take their seat on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the guiding lights at NMIMS who are always there to show us the right direction and make a difference as the academic procession. Let us welcome with a round of applause the academic procession. It is our privilege to have with us today the academic procession led by the Additional Registrar SPKM's NMIMS, Dr. Ashish Daftardar, carrying the mace and seal of the university. Chief guest of the day, Mr. Milind Thatte, Managing Director, Procter & Gamble Health Limited, India. Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor and Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Sri Shalin Divetia. Honorable Vice Chancellor in MIMS, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt. Dean Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher. Associate Deans, Program Chairpersons and Faculty Members, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. Thank you. I request everyone to please be seated. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Convocation Ceremony 2023 of Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Mumbai Campus and School of Commerce, Dhule Campus, here at the SVKM's NMIMS, Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, Mumbai. Graduation is an exciting time. It is both an ending and a beginning. It's warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. The future holds no promises, but rather mysteries and surprises. What you have learned here at NMIMS ASM SOC will prepare you for both. 3 years of college is now history. As Newton Baker said, a person who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after. Education is the most powerful weapon to changing the world. So when you leave, don't forget this quote and why you came here. Keep learning new things. We always invoke the Almighty's blessings whenever we are to begin anything. Chanting the Saraswati Vandana is believed to remove all the obstacles to success in one's education and career. We begin this ceremony by invoking the goddess of knowledge and wisdom. I request Mr. Milind Thatte, chief guest of the day, and the dignitaries on the stage to kindly light the auspicious ceremonial lamp. I request the audience to rise for the Saraswati Vandana and remain standing for the NMIMS anthem.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणां वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः सामान् पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
I request everyone to keep standing for the NMIMS anthem. Students, please maintain decorum.
We are a part of this institute so fine. NMIMS, 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 respect the past, create the future, transcend horizons, however far. We have what it takes, we make a great team. At NMIMS, each one is a star. NMIMS, NMIMS,
Thank you. I request everyone to please.
Commerce. I hereby declare the Convocation 2023 of the School of Commerce open.
Thank you, sirs. I request the nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Sri Shalin Devetia, to present a bouquet and a memento to the chief guest of the day, Mr. Milind Thatte, as a token of our appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. When the choice lies between golden coins and wise words, always choose the latter. I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, to address the gathering.
Well, chief guest of the day, Shri Milind Thatte, Managing Director, Procter & Gamble Health Limited. Sir, it is indeed great pleasure to welcome you as our chief guest for today. Shri Shalin Devetia ji, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor and mentor of NMIMS University and also the School of Commerce. We welcome him sharing your inspiring journey and being part of these celebrations. Shri Shalin Devetia ji. Professor Sangeeta Kher, Director of the School of Commerce, Dr. Ashish Daftardar, Additional Registrar, Shri Ashish Apte, Controller of Examination, distinguished faculty and staff members, dear graduating students, and all those who are watching the function through the live streaming, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce class of 2023. And big applause for your grand achievement to begin with. Well, my heartfelt congratulations to all the students who are graduating today. And I can see a lot of excitement and getting out of the school now and going to start the new journey in the life. Well, you may consider this part of the end of one milestone, but you have to go forward to achieve many more milestones. And in many senses, I think it is also a kind of a new beginning for all of you today. I think it also signals the start of a fresh and exciting chapter, particularly in this current environment, which is filled with infinite possibilities and boundless opportunities. We all know that the future is unknown and unknowable, but it is filled with limitless potential. The accomplishment today marks a successful and proud entry into your future endeavors. I am sure you will have incredible opportunities that will undoubtedly shape your future. So you must celebrate this momentous occasion with enthusiasm and optimism and embark on this new journey with courage and grace. And as you embark on your journey, I extend my best wishes, hoping that each of you finds a feeling of contentment and pride in everything you do. I am sure your great efforts, achievements will help you achieve great things in life. Your credentials will take you to much higher places, and you will prove yourself, contribute to making the world a better place. Well, you also graduate today, someone having gone through a very rigorous curriculum. And I know that the kind of examinations and the evaluations and the internal assessment components you have gone through, it is really remarkable having completed all those milestones. And I am sure that during this journey of learning, you engrossed yourself in exploring the process of decision making, how the organizations work, how to understand the context, and how do we adopt the advanced and new technologies, and how do we envision the future and redefine and putting forward really what I call the value creating responses. And I'm sure that the learning from the program has helped you to develop all those competencies and skills. And in particular, your training in the critical thinking, I'm sure will help you to contemplate multiple diverse planes. And this is the one skill which I find is very critical. Particularly, it helps you to juggle between opposite thinking processes and gives you an edge in delivering socially relevant solutions. And your inclusive approach and your commitment characterizes the NMIMS University. I'm also sure that your training has helped you to imbibe evolved communication strategy, focusing on visual, oral, written, graphical, akin to something metaverse, to translate your ideas into reality. You have all the skills to develop unique syntax and language, not only to communicate your ideas to others, but also to ideate and develop new concepts and effective solutions. You also graduate someone who understands the importance of collaborative processes and working with empathy. I'm sure that during your curriculum, you had number of collaborative projects with your colleagues, and which would have given you a lot of good understanding how to work through these collaborative processes. Your parents must be delighted today, and NIMMS gratefully acknowledges their contribution to making it possible for you to reach to this stage. And big gratitude to them and congratulations to them. Well, as we look forward in future, it is important to remember the lessons we have learned and the experience that have shaped us. These experiences will guide you, and as you navigate the path ahead with all of its twists and turns, always remember that wherever you go and whatever you do, your actions will be your fingerprints, proof of where you have been and what you have touched. The School of Commerce has added value not only to your learning journey, but it has also added to the footprints of the university. I must say that you are going out in the world with excellent NMIMS credentials. So let us celebrate this moment together and take the first steps forward, the future, with courage, determination, and commitment to excellence. Well, Convocation is also a time to reflect on the journey that has brought you to this stage. And I'm going to reflect a little bit on this journey and what we have learned from this journey over the years. Well, 3 years back, when you decided to join this extraordinary institution to explore and enrich yourself, at that time of your joining in 2020, precisely in July 2020, we were still in the pandemic phase, and I vividly remember you were joining the program virtually through the Zoom, WebEx platforms and starting your online orientation. And for several days and months, you heard a greeting message, "Am I audible?" when formal online classes started. And when I think we started in person later, it was quite a transition from moving from online to the in-person kind of a situation. And during the time, I think you faced unique challenges as you started your learning journey in 2020. But I must say that you all have persevered. Your resilience and determination have made a marked difference in your life and in the life of the university to take your journey to this very moment. The experience turned out to be quite unprecedented for all of us, and the pandemic required us to confront challenges on so many dimensions. Your first half of the graduation was entirely in the virtual mode, mostly on the Zoom platform, and as you know that we also conducted all your assessments, ICAs, end-term examinations through the student portal. And it was only in mid-semester in 2022 things improved and we moved to in-person classes, of course with some sessions in hybrid mode initially. NIMMS, like any other institution across the globe, confronted this unusual, extraordinary situation. The university rose to the challenge of this emergency. Everyone rose to a critical leadership position. I am proud that we all worked together, supported each other, and wherever needed, engaged in problem solving and coming up with the innovative solutions to deal with the challenges effectively. The pandemic required us at that time to teach, learn, and work remotely. We, in some sense, really face what we call the VUCA word, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous word. We interacted with most of you through synchronous and asynchronous virtual learning systems. And throughout that process, we always remained conscious of making the learning process highly engaging and effective. I believe we have many reasons to have enormous pride in how we handled the challenges and the change when in 2020 when we were faced with the pandemic and after that. Most of our technological innovations, in fact, and several initiatives towards digital transformation happened during the first year of your joining the NIMMS. And I think you have experienced the online exams, assignments and assessments, our internal processes of assurance of learning, went through a lot of digitization process and quickly reverting to in-person classes in the new normal post-middle of 2022. The innovative approaches we could implement are because of your active engagement and involvement, and I must say that we ensured the continuity of our activities in severe disruption situation with bold face. I still see that there are many universities which started in 22. The students of those universities have not graduated even till this date because many of them lost that continuity, and still many universities and many students' career options have got disrupted. But I think with this support of your support and your parents' support, with this support of faculty, staff, and everybody in the campus, I think it was remarkable the kind of teamwork which we have seen, which has made it sure that your continuity and your career progressions are not getting impacted in any manner actually. And for that, I wholeheartedly thank, at that time we put a system of academic continuity plan in place under the leadership of Shri Amrish Bhai Patel and Shri Shalin Bhai, very actively every day almost monitoring that academic activity plan. Because of that effective implementation of that plan and continuous monitoring of the activities, we are very fortunate that we are sitting and having this convocation today. The very important thing was the kind of an leadership which I always call it was a distributed leadership approach. We implemented and received the support from everyone, students, staff, faculty, university departments, and everybody, I think, demonstrated the kind of resilience and leading from the front. And I must acknowledge the tremendous support you and your family and your parents provided to the university in these difficult times. And we will always remain grateful for this support and ensuring that we maintain the academic continuity of the university across the programs. Now, I think it is very important that the last 3 years, I think the kind of lessons which we have learned, I think they are going to remain with us for all the times to come. And I'm sure that these lessons will always help us to make sure that we are able to decode the kind of disruption which we are going to experience and which we are still experiencing in the world today. I think the first thing which I would say is that the way we understand the context has never been the same as before. I still recall that prior to 2020, we will take many things granted, but I think post-pandemic, I think the way we tried to decode the context, and particularly as a management, as a student of commerce and management, you all know that how context is critical to understand for any future growth and future development. And there are, I think, the 4 components. As a student, you know that there are 4 critical components in any context thing to decode, actually, if you want to really try to understand how the disruption is affecting you and how you want to take the things forward. And these are the kind of what we call the constraints, compliances, control, and contracts in any organization which define the context. What we learned actually in the last 3 years is that not to look at the constraints as constraints, but I think really look them as the options and possibilities of stretching. And if you start looking at I'm sure that wherever you go in your future life, you will be facing a number of constraints. I think the last 3 years, the lessons which we have learned is that don't look at the constraints as constraints, but as possibilities and opportunities of stretching. And don't look at the compliance as a matter of compliances, but as a matter of discipline. So bring a lot of discipline in one's life and whatever we are doing. And not focus on the control, but look for the support for each other. And contract-based relationships should be really looked through the prism of the trust. The second, I think the important lesson which we learned was the kind of teamwork which we really followed in the process and were able to overcome the kind of challenges because of the disruption and because of the kind of change. And there are, I think, 2-3 things which I would like to share with you, and I think most of you have gone through that experience, pandemic as well as the post-pandemic. I think many times you will feel that a lot of support from everyone came through some kind of an volunteerism. It was not defined as part of their job, or it was not anywhere mentioned that you are required to do this, but everybody taking a role which is fitting the context at that point in time and taking the voluntary route. I feel that while going in future, you will come across many situations where you will be always rewarded for taking the voluntary route for number of initiatives and number of decisions. The second thing which we also looked at is that when it comes to particularly disruption situation, you really feel that the interconnectedness is of very high importance, that you are dependent on each other in those kind of a situation. And it is only through the collaborative processes one can overcome the kind of challenges which we face. Third, I think I have been, even the pre-pandemic as well as post-pandemic situation, even the last year, even today, received many calls from the students because many students got affected because of this pandemic. And we have been always looking at that if we face this kind of an VUCA situation, which is volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, you don't face the external VUCA, but at the personal end, you also face a lot of uncertainty, a lot of ambiguity. And always talking to the students, I have been telling them that how do you deal with those kind of situations, whether they were not able to perform in the exams or they were not able to complete certain assignments. We have been providing all the support and all the help to all the students. Now, depending on that kind of an experiences, and if I just summarize, almost talking to hundreds and hundreds of students and their parents, I will summarize those in 4 or 5 sentences, and I feel that they are very critical for us to move forward. When we are dealing with the kind of an disruption situation, particularly where there's a lot of uncertainty, we must always develop an attitude of responding and not reacting. And I'm sure that as a student of commerce and management, you know the difference between responding and reacting. Responding is much more well thought through and calculated. And when you are dealing with the uncertainty, make sure that you are not allowing your fears to avoid risk-taking in this situation, right? So let us not be constrained by the fears when you are dealing with the uncertain situation. And when you are dealing with the complexity, ensure you are able to perceive any situation with greater clarity. And I'm sure the tools, techniques, and the various frameworks which were taught in your courses will help you to develop the interconnected frameworks and understand how the variables in a situation are linked. And make sure that I think going forward in future, to deal with the ambiguity, you spend some time in contemplation and meditation to quiet your mind. And I'm sure that these positive attitudes, if you follow these 4 things which I just mentioned, I call them the 4 positive attitude tests. They are going to really help you and really create a kind of an differential strategy for you in your life. always celebrate the beauty of uncertainty. Our chief guest has an XM in life. I was reading through his bio. He adopts the Latin phrase which is called "Carpe Diem," which translates into "the seize the day." And I found it quite interesting because this phrase encourages us to focus on the present moment. And I think this is the really beautiful way to celebrate the uncertainty and uncertain situations in life. The other, I think, area which I would like to delve a little bit is harnessing the technology. I think the technology has played a very important role in our lives, and this technology is also emerging. We are all confronting the GPT-4 and all generative AI processes. Of course, you are now out of the examination evaluation systems. My controller of examination every day is worrying about how do I make sure that the students do not use the ChatGPT-4 in their exams and in their assignments. And we are already struggling with that and trying to come up with some appropriate methods. But I think I would like to tell you that I was reading a paper just a couple of days back. The technology has not stabilized. There has been a lot of comparison happening during the last few months. A research recently published has found that there is a something called drifts of chain of thought effect in ChatGPT, which means that the chain of thought which the ChatGPT has used in the beginning to solve some problems, let's say some mathematical problem or even some conceptual problem, the people have started observing there is some drift in that chain of thoughts by doing some simple experiment like find the prime number. And this chain of thought drift has led to a lot of confusing answers. So I'm just cautioning you going forward in future whenever you are using the ChatGPT, make sure that you have done a due diligence about this technology wherever you are putting the responses from ChatGPT in a formal manner. In fact, the ChatGPT-4, where the executable code which was generated, 52% was found executable in March, and it has dropped to 10% in June. I think these are some of the very interesting observations which are, because this is the technology which is just evolving. So you must be conscious of this fact that you are dealing with some technology which is evolving. It is not, I think, set as the technology of the day. It is not foolproof. It is not declared to be that it is fit for use. I think it comes with a lot of caution. So I'm just putting this research and this caution here for your reference. And I would like to, I think when this question of the technology comes, I would like to narrate a scene from the movie called Top Gun Maverick, which was recently, I think most of you would have watched perhaps on the OTTP. This is a story of a teacher who teaches the students how to fly the aircrafts. And Tom Cruise, of course, it was the sequel to the Top Gun movie originally, which had come 36 years back. And 36 years back, he was my favorite hero at that time. And he still remains, I think, looking at his Mission Impossible movie recently, the kind of daring, I think, steps which he has taken in that movie, which he has done it personally, are something remarkable. But I just would like to draw your attention to a scene in the movie when the Tom Cruise is stuck behind the enemy lines, and all he has on hand to escape is an old F-14 Tomcat from 1980s. He's fighting against the fifth generation enemy aircrafts, And this old battered flying machine perhaps stands no chance at that time. I think he understands that technically he is outgunned by the enemy jet. Logically, he and his co-pilot would be finished. He is thinking now there is no escape kind of a thing. However, at that time, his co-pilot reminds Maverick that pilots make all the difference, even in inferior machines. His co-pilot tells him, and I think this is the sentence I liked most in the movie, and it is with me always whenever I am dealing with the technology. He says that it is not the plane, it is the pilot. And you know that after that, he comes out of this feeling of having lost and delivers one heck of an action-packed counterattack with the old aircraft. So I think it is very important that the technology is second. I think the people are the first. I think you must always make it a point in life that it's the technology is secondary, and make sure that you always remain aware of what is happening, and make sure that whatever new technologies are coming, we are always understanding that. But I think believe in the people. Well, on this day, we fondly acknowledge the achievements of our students and our alumni. As you know that NMMS is a 4-decade-old institution, and our students and our alumni have made a significant mark in many international and national levels. And I assure you that when you are going out of this university at this stage, we will continue to strive our best in future. And our new path is going to be reinvent ourselves and invent many new things. And we focus on 4 important things: knowledge creation, enhancing teaching and learning through assurance of learning systems, ensuring that we always remain academically excellent institutions, and we meet the aspirations of all our stakeholders. I know that you will become a proud alumni of the School of Commerce today, the moment the degrees are given to you. You have to still wait for about an hour for that. My last few words. Since the initial phase of your program was driven virtually through synchronous and asynchronous approaches, almost half of your program was in virtual mode. And having this kind of an experience learning from remote, going forward, you may like to recreate some of the lost experience, maybe at least some of it. How? You may consider visiting us frequently as you can, and I assure you that you will be received with warm welcome at the campus. And if you happen to come to this campus during the lunchtime, the piano tunes of Bach and Beethoven will always greet you at the quadrangle during the lunchtime. You may spend some time having a view of lovely sunset from one of the corners of the lounges, or visit the Juhu beach, or join me or your favorite faculty for a vada pav or a cup of coffee at the Prithvi Theatre around the corner. This is the promise. Whenever you come, we will always treat you, and same my faculty colleagues. But I am sure wherever you go, and you will create your own music parallel to Bach and Beethoven, and you will make it a point to see sunrise and sunsets once in a while. And when you feel lost in the entangled web of challenges, know the way out is very simple. Speak to your family, friends, and teachers. Do good things and make sure you create a legacy, and one day you can say with pride that you did extraordinary things. Always remember, the school is yours, The university is yours, and it will always be yours. God bless you all. Farewell and all the best. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं आप सबको.
Thank you, sir. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is action and example. Our respected Dean has proved it not just with her ideas, but with her actions. May I now invite the Dean, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to present the annual review of NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce for the academic year 2022-23. Ma'am, please.
Chief guest for the day, Sri Milind Thatte, Managing Director, Procter & Gamble Health Limited. Honorable Chancellor's nominee, Joint Honorary Secretary SVKM, and Mentor NMIMS and also School of Commerce, Sri Shalin Devetia. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt. Office bearers of SVKM, members of the Executive and Managing Committee of SVKM. Additional Registrar, Dr. Ashish Daftardar. Controller of Examination, Mr. Ashish Apte, Deans of various schools of the university, directors, heads of SVKM institution, invited guests, faculty, staff, and my dear students. It gives me great pleasure and honor to address the 14th annual convocation of SVKM NMIMS Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce, which is popularly known as ASM SOC. The 22-23 academic year was full of challenges. After the pandemic, this is the first year where we had a normal year with offline lectures. Students were used to attend online lectures for more than 2 years, due to which they are finding it difficult to concentrate in the classroom environment, and their attention span was very low. You all agree? In spite of it, we did not sacrifice our academic rigor. We faced many challenges, but ended the year on a successful note where the teaching, learning, and evaluation processes were of NMIMS standard. ASM SOC BBA program ranked first by the Education World Magazine survey for India Higher Education Ranking 22-23. India Today, MDRS survey, and Open Magazine have ranked the BBA program as the second best in the country and in state. India Today has ranked ASM SOC as the country's best emerging college of this century in India. Outlook, iCare ranked second ASM SOC BBA program out of the 134 BBA colleges which they conducted a survey. The results are very promising. The results for the year 22-23 were very, very satisfying. MSc Finance, wow, I know. MSc Finance, 100%. A clap for that. BBA, 99.18. Only 2 students failed, 1 left in between, and 1 did not appear for the exam. BCom Honors, 99.45%. BSc Finance, 98.86%. Dhule campus, which is also here, we had 100% BBA result. We'll celebrate later now. Just hear this. It's indeed a proud moment for us. In the last 16 years, the school has been recognized as one of the best schools for BBA and commerce education. The first graduating batch in 2010 was a small batch of 120 students. Today, the graduating batch is 871 students. The school strength in 2010 was just 450. Today we have 6 campuses other than Mumbai, and the student strength in Mumbai is 3,350, and other campuses are 1,600. Placement. In the year 22-23, as the world put the pandemic behind, the business charted new trajectories. The placement season at ASMSOC witnessed an increased interest from the industry to hire our talented students. The school is very appreciative of the enormous faith, confidence, and support reposed in us by industry, which enables our students to gain quality placement. With some of the leading organizations like D. Shaw, Barclays, JP Morgan, Duff & Phelps, and more than 95 companies visited our campus for placement. BBA highest CTC was 16.5 lakh. I repeat, BBA, the highest CTC was 16.5 lakh with an average CTC of 6.68 lakh per annum. BCom, the highest CTC was 12.5 lakhs with an average CTC stood at 6.34. BSc Finance, the highest CTC was 12 lakhs per annum with an average CTC stood at 6.73. Some of the major academic events were: the school has a practice of conducting guest lectures for various courses. Every year, 5% of the courses are taken up by the guest faculty from the industry. During the academic year 22-23, there were around 35 guest speakers from the reputed industry. Some of the best speakers were Priyanka Thamma, Business Development Manager from Romania, it was an online; Gurmeet Singh, General Manager, APAC Cora, ex-CEO Forbes, ex-MD and VP Yahoo India; Mr. Anshul Saigal, Head PMS Kotak Asset Management Company; Mr. Loba Alroy, who has rich experience in capital market, who has been in the capital market and with Kotak Group for more than 29 years. Dr. Azhar Kazmi, on evolution of strategic management in the Indian context. Dr. Azmi teaches courses in strategic management and general management with wide experience in teaching MBA students in India, Bangladesh, Malaysia, and Saudi Arabia. Faculty achievement. In the academic year 22-23, Ms. Richa Saxena has successfully completed her PhD program in the subject of Management Studies from University of Mumbai. NMIMS, ASMSOC, and Bristol University have been awarded the British Going Global Partnership for exploratory grant of £15,000 to create a joint course on a theme of mutual bilateral interest, market demand, meet global standards, and allow easy credit comparability. Dr. Charu Bharat and Dr. Anindo Bhattacharya ji visited University of Bristol Business School as an academic delegation from NMIMS School of Commerce, Mumbai, in October 2022 for a joint project on collaborative online intercultural learning, which we call it as COIL, C-O-I-L, between the University of Bristol and NMIMS. Mr. Harsh Thakrar was invited as a delegate to the 12th Annual Banking and Finance Conference hosted by IMC, Chamber of Commerce and Industry at the Bombay Stock Exchange. Dr. Navneet Bhatt was conferred with Young Promising Researcher Award in the field of software reliability and technology management at the first international conference on mathematical, engineering, and management science, organized by DQM Research Center, Siberia, held online on June 25th and 26, 2022. He was also invited to serve on the editorial board of an international journal titled International Journal of Mathematical Engineering and Management Science, which is indexed in Web of Science and Scopus. Under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Dr. Samir ul Haq was invited by Bharatidasan Government College of Women, Puducherry, as a keynote speaker for a special lecture on the topic entitled External Debt in South Asia, Where Does India Stand? It was also scheduled virtually. Associate Dean Dr. Sunny Oswal was featured as a speaker on one of the live show on CNBC Awas on 2nd August to speak on higher education. Associate Dean Dr. Akshay Damani Dr. Damani undertook an FDP for 174 teachers across India on the topic of ratio analysis arranged by the Human Resource Development Center, Delhi in November 2022. In 2022-23, SMSOC faculty published 30 research papers, five numbers of book chapters, and 1 book was published. Student achievements. With 3,000 plus students at SMSOC, the list of student achievement is very long. I just mention a few. Finally, a BSc Finance student, Prithviraj Chavan, has received a Global Accounting and Finance Postgraduate Scholarship of £5,000 from University of Bristol. Second year BBA student, Ms. Isha Patel, has received a Global Accounting and Finance undergraduate scholarship and a global transfer bursary at the University of Bristol, which includes £5,000 towards tuition fee and £2,500 to support the living cost while studying at the University of Bristol. 2020-23 SYBBA student Ms. Pahal Pankaj Vadhva has secured admission to the dual degree program between NMIMS and the University of Albany, State University of New York, USA, to study the Bachelor of Science program in Business Administration. 2023 batch BBA student Shaurya Shahani participated in University of South Australia Social Enterprise Case Competition and was part of the winning team as well. Association activities. To commemorate International Yoga Day, 21st June 2022, the Debating Society of Anonymous SMSOC organized and hosted a de-stressing session on 23rd June 2022. The event was conducted by renowned wellness coach and yoga therapist Ms. Priyanka Singhvi. Montage, the cultural club of SMSOC, organized a masterclass on essentials of songwriting by a leading songwriter and a composer from Australia, Anirban G. Students participated in various intercollegiate festivals and won laurels. Social Responsibility Forum, which we call as SRF. SRF collaborated with some of the notable NGOs to fulfill the first year students' summer volunteering requirement. NDF, Nargis Dutt Foundation, was one of the core supporters of our initiative. The student visited cancer hospitals, worked towards women empowerment, taught underprivileged students, and raised funds for the same. Collectively, they brought around 8.5 lakhs. Other activities of SRF were Prayas, a visit to orphanage, Noor, a women empowerment workshop, Arpan, a visit to blind school. A blood donation drive was organized in partnership with Saifi Hospital and Sri H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Over 200 students, faculty and staff took part in the drive. SRF, along with Rotaract Club, Bombay West, and SVKM Sri C.V. Patel Research Center, organized another blood donation and thalassemia checkup camp. They also collected blood to donate, and students got to know what is the meaning of thalassemia and what is the effect of this. Udyam, a visit to disability home, and the flagship event marathon, Aram, was mainly towards social cause, prevention of suicide, and enhancing focus on mental health. Rotary Club of SMSOC was busy throughout the year. Community health checkup to help the underprivileged, eye checkups and dental checkup were organized under Rotary Club. Nirvana Community Service Initiative, the project was a mental health relaxation camp for Mumbai Police. Mind Matters, a partners in service initiative event with a theme to help the students to increase awareness regarding mental health by EFT, that is Emotional Freedom Technique. Sports Club was busy throughout the year. Club had organized Blaze 2023 National Intercollegiate Sports Fest consisting of football and basketball. Nature Club organized Waves, a beach cleanup drive, a trek to Visapur Fort, and route camp at Vasint. And the Tech Club, Technical Treasure Hunt and Tech Fest was a 4-day event where participants were given the task to create an innovative product out of the already existing technological products which had been a failure in the market. Vayu, an intercollegiate festival, was conducted offline after 2 years on a mega scale. I take this Dhule campus, which has started functioning in 2018. There is very few students, but the number doesn't matter. They do a lot of activities, both curricular and extracurricular activity. The Dhule students often make me proud as a Dean of the School of Commerce. I take this opportunity to thank SVK management and Honorable Vice Chancellor Shri Amrish Bhai Patel for his constant support. I'm thankful to the Honorable nominee of the Chancellor, Mr. Shalin Divetia, for his advice and guidance. I also thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellors, Control of Examination, and the Registrar for their guidance and unstinted support. I would like to thank the faculty and staff who have worked tirelessly throughout the year. Faculty has done a good job of research, teaching, mentoring, and guiding the students. My dear students, today marks an important day in your life and an important milestone in your life's journey. Having entered this institution facing intense competition, you pursued your academic work with great dedication. Your hard work both during the pandemic and after that, during the offline lectures, has brought you to the finishing line of your studies in this school and starting line of further studies and professional career. Convocation Day brings a roller coaster of emotion for grads and their families alike. It's a time for celebration and achievement. There is a reflection of past trials, success, and hope for the future. To quote Socrates, education is the kindling of flame and not filling of vessel. That is what we do at ASMSOC through curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities. I have no doubt that you will continue to serve as worthy ambassadors of the university and the school without sacrificing the principles and the values. Try to build up on your reputation for excellence. Instruction ends in the classroom, but education ends only with life. Give your life nothing but your best. Remember, give your best. You have a lot of potential, and give the best for your life, and see to it that you do the best. Continue to learn. Be a lifelong learner with the application of knowledge. I extend congratulations and best of luck to batch 2023. I would like to hear about your future success and growth. Hope you have registered on the alumni portal. Hope you have registered. Have you? If not, go and register. Stay in touch with your school, with your faculty, with your dean. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I invite Dr. Sunny Oswal, Associate Dean, NMIMS ASM SOC, to take over the proceedings.
Thank you, Dr. Christine. Good afternoon to you all. The nominee of the Honorable Chancellor and Honorary Joint Secretary SVKM, Shri Shalin Devetia, I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared eligible for the Dean's List 2022-23 for the MSc Finance, BBA, BCom Honours, and BSc Finance programs. I request Shri Shalin Devetia to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. I also request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, and Dean School of Commerce, Professor Sangeeta Kher, to join him, please. We start with the MSc Finance. Siddhant Lodaya. Dhruvin Khandwala. Hiral Modi. Moving on to the BBA program, Shreyans Loda. Nirvan Abad. Darshani Mehta. Vidhi Gupta. Jay Agarwal. Krisha Sengai. Srishti Gupta. Manav Shah. Somil Jain. Kriti Malhotra. Shubham Agarwal.